So chat, right? I was scrolling on my recommended. I came across this video. The orchestrated hit of ESTG's homie, EST Lil Mike. A string of hits by Kentucky's Fried Killers. Kentucky Fried Killers. Yeah, they're trying to be funny, make KFC jokes, not going for it. Um, but yeah, a little home city, inner city video.
Shots fired at Fortune Baxter's house. Hey, what?
Let's get into it.
What white man? Hey, get down on the ground.
Louisville police say officers responded to Baxter Avenue for reports of a triple shooting that turned deadly.
I got somebody down. I have a gunshot across the street in front of O'Shea's. Start firing EMS code 3.
In the early hours of August 11th, 2024, gunfire erupted along Baxter Avenue, one of Louisville's busiest nightlife corridors. The street, usually filled with bar hoppers and college students, became the scene of an ambush.
Another man died at the hospital.
That night, Michael Batchelor, also known as EST Lou Mike, had been seen outside with a few friends near the city's West End, not far from where he'd grown up. No one expected for anyone to be hit. According to witness accounts, a group was standing together where the sound of rapid gunfire shattered the calm. Around 8 or 9 shots rang out in quick succession.
Hundreds of people filled the streets that night as police searched for suspects.
Neighbors later told police it sounded like a semi-automatic handgun, emptied in seconds. The shooter didn't stick around. Some said they saw a figure dart into a car and peel off into the night. Others claimed the gunman approached on foot, got close, and carried out the hit before disappearing. Just before 2 a.m., Louisville Metro Police responded to a report of multiple people shot near the 900 block of Baxter. When officers arrived, they found 3 injured, all men in their 20s. One of them was EST Lou Mike. When first responders arrived, they found Mike laying on the ground with multiple gunshot wounds, including to the head and chest. Paramedics tried to stabilize him, but the damage was too severe. He was pronounced deceased at the scene.
We got a tourniquet applied and 2 chest seals. We're gonna have to start clearing the street.
Before that fateful night, Mike had been a voice for Louisville streets, a product of its pain and a symbol of its ambition, and his catalog was growing fast. In 2023, he appeared on the group compilation Shiners Are Forever, and all that time, he was releasing solo tracks. His lyrics were aggressive, unapologetic, and often personal, touching on loyalty, survival, and the blurred lines between music and street life. But while Mike's ties to ESTG led him to success, they would also lead to controversy.
The authorities say they are all members of a gang known as Everybody Shines Together, or EST.
In 2021, the FBI arrested 10 individuals linked to Everybody Shines Together, EST. Among those arrested were his manager, Eric Mosley, and business partner, Ricos Mosley. They faced serious charges, including dope trafficking and weapons offenses. During the investigation, authorities seized a kilogram of dope, firearms, a stolen vehicle, and $160,000 in cash.
A famous Louisville rapper, ESTG, now tied through his name and his associates to one of the largest gang busts the feds have recently conducted. The U.S. Attorney's Office naming the street gang on their press release as Everybody Shine Together, or EST.
That same year, his label, Everybody Shines Together Entertainment, LLC, posted bond for Kevon Lawless, who was later found guilty for the hits of a father and his 3-year-old daughter. By 2024, the EST crew were some of the biggest names out of Louisville, but some claimed ESTG had started to feel boxed in, according to online commentary, including a video by Barberson TV. G was struggling to book shows at the rate he was used to. The reason, they said, wasn't him, it was Yo Gotti, who owned his label. Over the years, Yo Gotti had garnered a negative reputation based on some of the criminal activity he was allegedly being involved in. When young Dolph was gunned down in broad daylight in 2021, many believed it wasn't random. 2 men were arrested for the hit, but rumors pointed higher, specifically to Gotti's brother, Big Jook. One of the defendants later claimed in court that Jook had put a bounty on Dolph's head, though Yo Gotti had never been charged or publicly named as a suspect. The connection was enough for many to draw their own conclusions. And when Big Jook was hit in early 2024, that only deepened suspicions that the feud hadn't ended. It had gone full circle. Gotti's reputation and the baggage that came with CMG was allegedly making promoters and venues hesitant to work with anyone tied to his name.
So ESTG ain't really getting no shows and ain't doing no shows for real. Like, it slowed down his business. He ain't from Memphis. He ain't in that beef. That's how he looking. So he like, I'm trying to get paid or get out of this. Like, y'all gonna give me some more money. So he Gotti like, nah, I need some more money. I'm trying to get such and such. Gotti like, nah, we already paid you up front. You owe us this on the back end. You in the negative. So they get into a little argument. He a street nigga. He like, woo, but he ain't gonna get too far there with Gotti. Gotti is super duper millionaire. You know what they playing with and what's going on out in the world.
Barbizon TV went further, claiming ESTG had quietly tried to exit his CMG contract. When Gotti said no, G allegedly removed all CMG affiliations from his social media, an industry signal that relationships behind the scenes were fractured. Fans noticed, blogs picked it up, and suddenly ESTG's loyalty was under a microscope. But G didn't let the rumors run too far. In a short but direct post on Instagram, he fired back. Stop making them fake videos lying about me and Gotti. I love Yo Gotti. It wasn't the first time he tried to set the record straight. In an interview with The Breakfast Club, G had already shut down talks of disloyalty, saying, me and Gotti locked in. I ain't turning my back on somebody who held.
All right, I just want to say, like, I ain't talking a lot, but it's like, what more can a nigga say? This shit just, you feel me? I don't know too much. Don't want to know too much, because that's how niggas get caught up. But it's like, this shit's too close to home, so I can't really say too much. You feel me? Like,
still, for some reason, the damage was done. The removal of CMG from his bio, the quiet gaps in collaboration, and the swirling rumors around show cancellations continued to feed speculation. To those watching closely, the friction seemed real, even if both men publicly denied it. For fans, it raised deeper questions. Was there tension inside CMG? Could business disagreements have made G or his circle vulnerable? In July 2024, ESTG headlined a homecoming concert at Louisville KFC Yum Center. Billed as the ESTG and Friends Summer Jam, the event promised performances from major artists like Yo Gotti, Lil Baby, and 42 Dugg. But behind the scenes, officials were alarmed. In a letter to the Yum Center's general manager, County Attorney Mike O'Connell raised concerns. I don't think the vast majority of citizens of Louisville know anything much about ESTG, and if they did, I believe they would overwhelmingly support Mayor Rudy's request to cancel the concert. Despite the warnings, the concert proceeded on July 20th, 2024, under heavy security. LMPD deployed over 80 officers, including SWAT and air units, while the Yum Center hired additional officers and ESTG provided its own security detail.
LMPD will provide extra security measures at a rap concert in downtown.
that's why he gonna do shows. He just dropped another little tour gig or whatever, and he ain't even coming back to the city. So it's like, Brody, they don't want bro back here. Feel me? I guess shit ain't safe when he comes back to the city. I don't know.
Louisville this weekend. Louisville rapper ESTG will perform at his Summer Jam event. It's at the KFC Yum Center tomorrow night.
Around 1:30 a.m., just blocks from the concert venue, Louisville Metro Police responded to reports of gunfire near the 800 block of West Main Street. There, they discovered 31-year-old Devontae Beach, known in the music world as Big Beach, slumped inside a vehicle riddled with bullets. Emergency responders pronounced him dead at the scene.
Also new tonight, police are investigating after a man was found shot inside a car downtown. Just before 1:30 this morning, officers responded to a shooting.
I want to say all my young niggas out there that play football, a lot of y'all played for the Louisville Chargers. Y'all feel me? Condolences. Cause I know that was a lot of y'all head coach and shit. One of y'all assistant coaches and shit. You feel me? I know that hit home. I seen a lot of my young niggas posting it. You feel me? I just want to say keep your head on this. Keep your head on track. You feel me? Go play ball. Like, stay out this shit. I'm not in this shit, but y'all stay out that shit.
On West Main Street, not far from the Slugger Museum and Factory. They found 31-year-old Devontae Beach inside a car. He'd been shot multiple times and at the scene.
The incident intensified scrutiny over the decision to hold the event despite prior warnings. And less than a month later, Lou Mike would also lose his life. 2 men, both close to ESTG, passed away within a month. For many in Louisville, it was starting to look like something bigger than coincidence. And on the streets, rumors were already swirling. When EST Lou Mike was hit in August 2024, just weeks after the passing of Big Beach, many speculated that these hits were connected to the broader network surrounding G. Some believe that Mike's hit was a direct result of the dangerous affiliations and rivalries that came with being part of EST. But others noticed,
Bro, I hate Twitter niggas so much. Cause like, bro, a Cam Newton meme when somebody dies, bro, like, get a fucking hobby, nigga. You fucking dweeb.
result of the dangerous affiliations and rivalries that came with being part of EST. But others noticed that just days before his passing, Mike previewed a new track on Instagram. The snippet featured a poignant verse: "Every time these N-words slip, and we gon' do 'em dirty. I'm into purging, ain't nothing little about this 30. Some believe it was a direct shot at rivals and could have been what provoked his demise. 3 months after the hit of EST Lou Mike, ESTG broke his silence. He dropped a song called R.I.P. Lou Mike, a somber track that served as a eulogy, a warning, and a statement of loyalty. But it was layered, cryptic, and the lyrics left listeners with more questions than answers. The tribute was raw and emotional, honored Lou Mike as someone who didn't run, but the language left space for interpretation, and on social media, speculations exploded. The most talked about lines came just before the 1 minute mark. R.I.P. Lou Mike took his own life, drawing down on his opponent. Their eyes was closed, so they wouldn't know they just heard the 4 Nick throwing. Even after he fell from shooting himself,
They were scared to walk down on him.
On the surface, it sounded like G was saying Lou Mike shot himself, but some fans didn't take it that literally. In street slang, took his own life drawing down doesn't necessarily mean self-destruction. It's a way of saying he passed away trying to defend himself, that he knew what he was walking into and still pulled his weapon anyway. It framed Lou Mike's passing not as passive, but as an act of resistance, of standing tall in the face of danger. The next line painted a chaotic scene, bystanders ducking, unable or unwilling to see what really happened. Their eyes was closed, so they wouldn't know, G said. They just heard the 4 Nick throwing. The 4 Nick was a .45 caliber handgun. In other words, all anyone really heard was gunfire. But the most cryptic bar came next, even after he fell from shooting himself. Some interpret that literally, speculating that Lou Mike may have accidentally shot himself during the confrontation. Others took it metaphorically, as a way of saying he sealed his fate the moment he pulled his gun, that in choosing to stand his ground, he stepped into a bad situation he couldn't walk away from. Then G turned his attention to whoever pulled the shot. You scared to walk down on him. G was calling out the shooter, saying they didn't have the heart to face Mike directly, that they struck him from the shadows. So was the assailant someone trying to retaliate against ESTG? Someone aiming for Lou Mike? Or was it an accident while Mike tried to defend himself? Despite the high-profile nature of the case, the Louisville Metro Police Department has not identified any suspects or motives in Lou Mike's hit. Investigators have not confirmed any links between the passing of Lou Mike and Big Beach, though both incidents remain under active investigation as the community grapples with the loss and seeks answers.
But alright, bro, like, hey, all I gotta say is I want young niggas, y'all be cool, bro. The streets is not the move, streets is not the wave. Carrying a gun for the bitches ain't gonna get you nowhere, but in jail dead. Yeah, bro. Sports is the way. You feel me? Like RP with Mike, RP Beach, you feel me? Like, yes, that, bro, cause it's like crazy, gang. Like, let me know if y'all like this type of stuff though. Like, Hey, that shit. City wild, bro. I don't know if y'all like that though.